Purchase your tracks today.
Hey y'all, Stevie Michaels here. I have a lot on my mind today because last night I had to intervene in another couple's situation, and a lot of people are kind of standoffish when it comes to intervening when you see a couple that is experiencing an abusive moment. But because I have been there several times, as we already know, I just, I don't, my spirit won't allow me to ignore the situations that have occurred, and I hear it or I see it. My spirit tells me, no, something can be done. Now, if it's a situation where it's some big, burly man and he's doing something, of course, I can't physically put myself in harm's way to stop the situation, but I can call 911. I can get some help. I can do something like that. But there has been situations where I've seen people get beat up in the car, and I've had to call 911 and report the license plate. One time the police asked me to follow them one time, and I was like, yeah, I can safely follow them. I was taking my children to school. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, early in the morning, and this man was beating the mess out of the woman in the car. Stop at a stoplight and beat her up. And then there was at a point where she tried to get out of the car, and he stopped the car, ran around the car to the passenger side where she was, because she had sat down on the ground. He hit her a couple of times, threw her back into the car, and then drove off. And I was just telling the police everything as we were driving along. And maybe within, I don't know, maybe half a mile or so, or maybe even a mile, the police swarmed in and got him, snatched her out the car, snatched him out, threw him to the ground. Oh, it was such a good moment. I really wished that I could have found out if she left him, or something like that, because you always wonder, like, oh God, I hope that she doesn't go back. And I did pray on that. But going back to my original story, I had to intervene last night into a situation where I was able to physically get involved and help um, the young lady, and be able to talk to her and kind of say some things to her, try to, get what was going on. And my first question to her was this your first time ever experiencing a situation like this? And her answer was ashamedly no. And I said, well, I know that you don't know much about me, because she didn't. And I had to tell her, because of my survival and my history, I cannot not tell you that you need to leave this situation. This needs to be the last time you see this type of behavior. And she was scared, she was crying, she was very upset. And I just started to spill a little bit of my story, and which I have no problem doing. Now, a long time ago, when I was experiencing the things I was experiencing, I had some embarrassment, I had some pride, I had a lot going on where I was still trying to process the things in my head too, because I don't want anybody to tell me that I had to leave my relationships. And it's hard. It's hard when you're going through it, because nobody understands it unless they've been through it. So my question or my thought to you for the day is, would you intervene if you heard or saw an abusive situation going on? What would you do? Would you call somebody? Would you say something, to them, or just what would you do? So yeah, I've just been in deep thought, and yeah, that's just my little side experience for the day. So hope you all day is fantastic, and I'll be back later. And please excuse my braids. I have to take these suckers out because they looking like I have had them for 6 months. I have to redo my hair, and yeah, so just focus here, not here. So yeah, peace out. Love y'all. Oh, remember to like, follow, and share.
Purchase your tracks today.
Leo on the track.